Hi everyone, it's Daisy here. Welcome to today's video. We're really excited to talk about Hobonichi 2025 collection. So as of August 23rd, 2024, Hobonichi's 2025 collection is all available for viewing on Yoseka Stationery's website, but also on Hobonichi's website if you want to go directly to the source and check that out. They release all of their covers and all the accessories, the whole lineup for everybody to check out, and sort of just to kind of like start thinking about what covers you might want, what your lineup might look like for next year if you're thinking about what planners you're going to use. So that's August 23rd. And then starting on August 31st at 10 p.m., that's when orders will begin for Hobonichi. And that's what we kind of call Hobonichi Day here at Yoseka. Indeed, it is a holiday that all of us look forward to every single year. We look forward to it with nervous anticipation and just anticipation. This year, we're really excited to be doing another live stream countdown, counting down towards the 10 o'clock time when all of the covers will go live and we'll begin accepting orders. So if you're planning your Hobonichi orders, jot down that date, August 31st at 10 p.m. and that's kind of all you really need to know if you're planning on ordering your Hobonichi from Yoseka's website. Today's video specifically is going to be looking at some of the big overarching themes and the big collection, the highlight collections that we are looking forward to in the Hobonichi 2025 collection. So every single year, Hobonichi has certain artists that they collaborate to make their covers, and there are certain artists that we see time and time again that Hobonichi has worked with before. And throughout this year's collection, there are a number of artists that make several different covers. So there's a real theme running through the collection of 2025 for certain artists this year. Then of course, there are certain sort of like pop culture references that they make a nod to every single year in their collection. They have done One Piece in the past and they are revisiting One Piece again this year, as we'll see later, and introducing another pop culture sort of anime that's very popular called Spy Family. So without further ado, I'm just going to dive right into today's video, which is going to be looking at the highlights or the special collections for the Hobonichi 2025 lineup. So first off, the artist that we're going to be talking about that makes a reappearance in the Hobonichi 2025 lineup is Yumi Kitagishi. So Yumi Kitagishi is an illustrator in Japan that made their debut, I believe, last year in the 2024 collection. And we're very happy to be seeing that they are returning with some special illustrations for the 2025 collection. Last year, Yumi Kitagishi's very popular hover illustrations that I think were sold out just about everywhere was called Little Gifts. And it was so cute. People just absolutely fell in love with the colorful illustrations on the covers of the both A5 and the A6. So let's look at what the A5 and A6 covers are this year. So this year we have two different cover illustrations for the A5 and A6. The A6 cover is called Travel Journal, and it is a custom illustration by Yumi Kitagishi. And look at this, it features this little cat writing in a travel journal with a little cup of coffee. It's such a cozy little scene. It's so adorable, and how perfect that it's called Travel Journal. For a lot of Hobonichi's covers, there is a continuing illustration that continues through the back flap here that's actually different. It's unique from the top flap here. It's just one of those little hidden details in Hobonichi's that make them so special. So this is the A6 Travel Journal by Yumi Kitagishi. And then there is the A5 cousin sized. This cover is called Letter. So it's very stationery centric, as is like the travel journal one. This one's called Letter, and it's basically, imagine if this little cat were writing a letter. We're going to sit down and write a letter, and these are like all of the tools and stationery that the cat would use to write the letter. So like the stationery set, there's an envelope, and they're gonna sit down and make some tea, and there's like a little carrot pen. Again, the illustration continues into the back side here. It's so cute. And there are little illustrations that pop up in the pockets of the cover, which is such a cute little detail. Here's a little keychain. This year, with the embrace of Yumi Kitagishi's adorable illustrative style, we are seeing also pencil boards in A5 weeks and A6 sizes featuring Yumi Kitagishi's illustrations. I love this one. I think it's called like Animal Condo or something, and it just features an apartment building full of cats living in all the apartments. So it's really cute, and this is like a little garden party, and then this one is a scene at home. So here are the pencil boards, cousin size, week size, and A6 size. Then there is, of course, the Weeks cover by Yumi Kitagishi. This one is called Beautiful Wallpaper. As opposed to the A5 and A6 cover, this is not a custom illustration that's done for Hobonichi covers, so you'll find this illustration in something else. So Yumi Kitagishi actually first created this illustration for the wallpaper of a dollhouse. So imagine this like being plastered in a little dollhouse, like how perfect. That's really stinking cute. And then inside, it's just your classic Weeks setup. There's a little cat card that comes with all the Yumi Kitagishi covers. And then we have some Yumi Kitagishi accessories. So here are some sticky notes called fusen in Japanese, and these are also sticky tabs. It comes in a little holder that has the beautiful wallpaper design on it as well. Last up, we have Yumi Kitagishi Deco Rush as well. It's so cute. If you don't know how Deco Rush works, let me show you. There is, here's a Yumi Kitagishi Hobonichi papers set. Deco Rush works kind of like whiteout. You just run it across the page and it comes out, but instead of it being like correction tape, there are these really cute little designs on it that are perfectly stuck to the paper. I love how vibrant these colors are in the little tiny Deco Rush design. So that's really cute. Okay, the next returning artist in the Hobonichi 2025 lineup is Keiko Shibata. And here is an overview of Keiko Shibata products that are going to be available in the Hobonichi 2025 lineup. Let's start with the A5 cousin and the A6 covers. So Keiko Shibata, for those of you who don't know, is an illustrator and picture book artist, and she primarily does her artwork in oil pastels, which you can really see the texture of in these two covers. And I will say you can also see it in the Weeks and the Hobonichi pages that we're going to show you. So starting with the A6, this cover is called Bus Management by Mr. and Mrs. Inoue. It's so adorable. And you can see here, Mr. and Mrs. Inoue are the drivers of the bus here. And as I was saying, you can really see that texture of the oil pastel here. The inside of the cover has these pockets, as do all Hobonichi covers, and the bottom of the bookmark tassels are these two black circles, which are supposed to look like the bus's wheels. So it's really cute detail. And I love how the border of these covers is sort of like an accent color. Here on the A6 it's red, and on the A5 version it's brown. So the A5 cover is called Emotional Reunion with Kariya-san, and it features like this very emotional embrace between this pink elephant and this little girl. And as I was saying, I just love how the accent color of the border really makes it look like a painting. The bookmark tassels of this cover are super unique as well, with these sort of leather-like straps and little wooden beads that are little pops of color for the bookmark tassels. So for Keiko Shibata's Weeks cover, this one is called Thanks for Your Hard Work, Aoki-san. And it has this little cat and this little girl bowing to each other, saying thank you for your hard work. And it features Keiko Shibata's signature right here. This year, Keiko Shibata's artwork is also featured very prominently on the clear cover-on-cover as in A5, A6, as well as the clear cover for the Hobonichi Weeks. These designs are so cute. They're called dog ears fluttering in the wind, and they kind of feature these little pups, these dogs, with while their ears are fluttering in the wind as if they were like running really fast through the wind, and you can see their ears are sort of blowing back. So you can really feel the movement of the wind there, which I think is so cute. This quality of the ears fluttering in the wind kind of reminds me of the animals on the bread toast. So that is Keiko Shibata's debut artwork that she first did collaboration with Hobonichi with the spring 2024 release. There was a really, really popular cover called Cats Floating on Bread Toast or something like that. And it looks like the animals were like surfing on bread with like the wind blowing through their hair. So this really reminds me of that one in that way too. Then the last thing from Keiko Shibata in the Hobonichi 2025 lineup is this A6 notepad, which features this little piglet clutching on for dear life onto this ice cream cone. It's so cute, and it has like this really colorful background. And if you aren't familiar with Hobonichi papers, they are basically just a glue-bound pad that you're meant to really easily be able to rip papers out of. So you're supposed to use it as sort of shopping list or just like scrap paper that you can really rip off easily, and you're not trying to journal and keep all your pages in this book, because this wouldn't be the right book for that. The next artist that we see returning in the Hobonichi 2025 lineup is Hiroko Kubota, a very popular artist whose covers and artwork featured in the Hobonichi 2024 and 2023 collections, I believe, were extremely popular. So let's start with the A5 and A6. For those of you who don't know Hiroko Kubota, their artwork is primarily in acrylic gouache, and they use it to draw a lot of landscapes, people, and animals. So the A5 and A6 covers here are called The Tone of Illuminated Flowers, and let's take a look at the backside. They are the same. So this is it on the cousin, and you can see these two cats riding their bikes along in the dark night with these cherry blossoms and the flower petals falling to the ground, and there's this crescent moon that they're riding towards in the back of the cover. So the same thing is featured in the A6 cover here. And the inside is just this sort of like very peaceful midnight navy blue. And the bookmark tassels are shaped like little cherry blossom petals. The Hiroko Kubota Weeks cover is called Night Cherry Blossom Snow Globe, and this one is a custom drawing that Kubota made for Hobonichi for the Weeks. And so it's very, very special. It's a little snow globe, and it's kind of very reminiscent of this design from the A5 and A6 covers from The Tone of Illuminated Flowers. But it's in a snow globe, and it features a cat on an elephant sort of trying to pick off a cherry blossom petal with lots of petals falling in the night. And there are also, hopefully you can see, some of the cherry blossoms are foiled pink. So they have this very shiny detail, which is very special and beautiful. In the back of the cover, you can see the cherry blossom petals sort of falling, and it makes it feel very alive. Then from Hiroko Kubota, we have two A5 and A6 books called Crescent Moon Delivery. And this is also a custom drawing for Hobonichi, and I just think it's so cute. It has a little fox on a bike riding in the crescent moon, and then in the back side it has a cat mailing a letter by the light of this little lantern in the evening. And you can see the moon's reflection in the water in the river alongside these two scenes. Same thing for the A5 hone. Next up, something that we want to highlight in the Hobonichi 2025 collection are these Masamune and Junaida collab covers. So let's take a look at these. They are very, very cool. So for those of you who don't know, Masamune Kusano is a member of the band Spitz, and Spitz released an album for which Junaida, an artist, actually created a song art book. So for each of the 13 songs on the album, Junaida actually illustrated stories based off of each of those 13 songs. And those illustrations are what these covers feature. So let's take a closer look. Here are the A6 and A5 covers called Himitsu Stranger, and they have these very, very graphic, colorful illustrations from the 13 lyrical song pieces that Junaida created off of the songs from this album. The inside of the cover is yellow, and then I want to draw special attention to the inside past the book. There are these really, really cool graphic novel illustrations throughout the inside flaps. If you go deep inside, it extends to the end. So I think that's a really cool hidden detail in these covers that you might miss. So I wanted to point that out. Then there is the Weeks cover called Through the Purple Night. And it's cool because it also comes with a pencil board in the matching colors. And this features an illustration from one particular song of those 13 songs of that album. This is just one of those cool things. Like, this pencil board isn't available individually, it's only available with the Weeks. Next up, we have some really, really cool covers in the Hobonichi 2025 lineup based off of photographs from Naoki Ishikawa, a photographer, a Japanese photographer. Let's take a look. So Naoki Ishikawa is a Japanese photographer born in the 1970s, and they are well known for traveling the world to very extreme environments and all different sorts of climates for photographing and capturing natural scenes there. In all of the A5, A6, and the Weeks, these are featuring the photograph called Denali in the Midnight Sun, which I'll open up here for you all. So this one captures Mount Denali, which Ishikawa captured. And you can see here the inside is this matching sort of navy blue, and the name of the photograph is embossed here, Denali in the Midnight Sun by Naoki Ishikawa. Same goes for the cousin cover. And then on the Week, since it's the same general design, we have that in the back here, Denali in the Midnight Sun. This is a really cool photograph, and you can really see that Hobonichi wanted to pay tribute to this photographer because you can see the same photograph being featured in the Hobonichi plain notebook in both A5 and A6 size. And here is another work of Naoki Ishikawa being featured on these pencil boards here. This is another photograph by Ishikawa, and this one is called Denali in the Midnight Sun #2. Okay, next up, I have something that I know a lot of people are wondering about. These are the POTR stroll covers and mini wallets, the Stroll Juniors. We will have these, and people have been going crazy over these because they're so cute. I'll show you what they are if you haven't heard of them before. These are a collaboration between Hobonichi and the design company POTR by Yoshida and Company. And in these little bags, these are actually A5 and A6 Hobonichi covers. So they're so cute. They zip around like this. Well, first there's a little button, snap button that you have to unsnap. And then they zip around like this. There's a pocket in the front. And then they just kind of work like your typical Hobonichi covers, but it's so unexpected. It's such a surprise. And the inside design is slightly different as well. There's a little mesh bag compartment here for you to keep your pens or your washi tapes or whatever it is you like to keep. And then there's this little elastic pen loop as opposed to the butterfly closures. Imagine being able to carry your Hobonichi around like this, like, so cute. But not only do they do that, they come with straps. So you can easily attach on the straps like that on both sides. And you can actually wear your Hobonichi planner around your body like a crossbody bag. So cute, it's such a good idea. So the A5 comes in the dark green color, and then the A6 only comes in the black color. So it's only dark green and it's only black for these two sizes. These are very adorable, we love them. And then if you weren't convinced already, Hobonichi also decided to make these mini POTR, mini wallets. They're called Stroll Junior. So they're like a mini version of the Stroll covers in the colors carrot, green, and purple. And they work like exactly the same way, so nothing crazy, but inside you actually have like a mini Hobonichi little notebook, like a mini Hobonichi notebook. It's so cute. A little compartment there. I can see you using this like as a little change purse, little card wallet. It's so cute, and it has a carabiner, like a matching. I love how the colors of the carabiners match so well with the color of the bag. So you can attach it somewhere onto your bag or onto your POTR. So you can have like all the sizes. Very cute. All right, so that's the POTR. And next up, the featured collection that we're going to be talking about in the Hobonichi 2025 collection is Unsodo. So this is, I had to read this description a couple of times to really understand, but these are artworks from the Meiji period of Japan, so the 1800s, 1900s, and they are from books called Bijutsukai and Shin Bijutsukai. There's a company, Unsodo, in Japan that does art publishing using hand wood block printing. So they have rendered these artworks using hand wood block printing. So that's what these covers are based off of. The colors are really nice, very muted, very I don't know how to describe them. They're so beautiful. They're kind of like pastel colors. They're a little muted, a little nuanced, and they're all very kind of like peaceful for me to look at. So let's take a look at the A5 and the A6 covers, starting with the A6 covers. You can see here they're different designs. The A6 is from the book Bijutsukai, and it's called Fairy, and it's a design of a ferry. You can see here kind of being rowed through the water with these streaks of sunlight passing through. and it has like this bright pop of yellow inside the cover. It's so beautiful. I love the bright pop of yellow because the outside of the book is so serene and you wouldn't expect that on the inside, but it goes well. Then the A5 cover is from Shin Bijutsukai, and this one is called Flower. So it obviously this one is very retro feeling to me. It feels like very 70s, even though it was actually from the 1900s. So that's very interesting. And it kind of has like this backdrop of tile with these floral designs on it. The inside of the cover is this like bright sky blue, and the bookmark tassels have these square tiles as well. Here is the week's cover. This one is from the book Bijutsukai, and it's called Tanabata Decorations. This one I think is going to be popular. It's got really nice color scheme to it, and just like a very nice design that I wouldn't mind looking at all year long. Then we have A5 and A6 hon covers in the design called Rainbow. And I love how cheerful this is. It reminds me of a rainbow, exactly what it should, I guess. It's very cheerful. Very simple, but I don't know, it says it's it's a strong, vivid print at the same time. Then we have the pencil boards. These are possibly my favorite pencil boards, maybe ever. These are so pretty. And these are featuring different designs. There's like birds kind of peacefully by the water. There's like fall, autumn leaves falling in the green, behind the green leaves. And then there's this kind of very bright scene of leaves on this repeating background, which I love all of these. These are the backs. So those are the collaborations this year between Hobonichi and Unsodo. Next up, we have some of the pop culture sort of anime collections that we see in Hobonichi 2025 collection, starting with the return of One Piece. So One Piece is a very, very popular long-running anime and manga series. If you're not familiar, there are thousands of episodes of it that some people have actually watched. It's quite amazing. And Hobonichi did their first One Piece collection, I believe 3 years ago now, which was very, very popular and well received. So this is the third year that we're seeing the One Piece collection. And I have some items from it here, but not all of them. But the ones that I do have are very interesting because a lot of them are quite different from the pieces that we've seen before. I'll go ahead and start with the covers here. This is the A6 Ace, Sabo, and Luffy cover. You can see here ASL stands for Ace, Sabo, and Luffy. This cover features sort of like the brotherhood of Ace, Sabo, and Luffy, who made like a pact of brotherhood during the One Piece series. So this is the A6 version. The A5 version is a little different, but you'll notice a trend in the One Piece covers that they're all very, very bright colors because that's the energy of Luffy, the main character. And then, so this cover comes in A5 as well, but I don't have it here for this video. And then there are these covers, which are really interesting. These are the A6 Banquet Blue and A5 Banquet Yellow covers. These are actually covers for your Hobonichi A6 and A5 planners. So you tuck the back and the front covers into these flaps here and you simply close them, and they both work the same way. So these types of covers are a repeating trend in the 2025 collection. We're seeing multiple sort of colorways of these types of covers, and this is just sort of like the One Piece edition of it. Of course, we also have the Hobonichi Techo original Japanese version, the One Piece edition, which has a red cover and it has One Piece quotes, it has characters' birthdays in it. It's basically just a One Piece-ified Hobonichi Techo original. So that's really cool. And then here are the pencil boards from the One Piece collection as well. These are called Memories. So they all have different depictions from the actual manga series. Then to show you some of the accessories, this is actually volume 3 of the square letter paper, which we've seen before, and this is just the 3rd edition of it since it's the 3rd year of Hobonichi doing One Piece. This is also a repeat of clear sticky fusen notes featuring different emotions of the One Piece cast. And then this is new this year. It's very cute. It's a Pochito 6 stamp. These work very interestingly. You remove that back cover and you just press down on the design that you would like a button, and they appear in these little stamp design imprints. So it's very cute, very vivid colors, just like you would expect for a One Piece stamp. So that's the return of One Piece, which, as I mentioned, we're seeing for the 3rd year this time in 2025, which is very exciting. I wonder how many more years of Hobonichi x One Piece we can expect. And last up, and like possibly one of the most exciting things that we're seeing in the Hobonichi 2025 lineup, is the collection from Spy Family. So this is a popular anime that is being featured very prominently in the Hobonichi 2025 lineup. So let's take a look at all the different covers and accessories and all the different Spy Family things that you can get in Hobonichi 2025 lineup. So as you can see, there's one design of the Spy Family Hobonichi cover that appears in many formats. So we have the Spy Family A6, A5. For those of you who don't know, this is the Forger family, and it includes Lloyd, Anya, and Yor Forger, and they are the main characters of the Spy Family. In the back of the book here is Bond, which is a dog that they introduce a little bit later in the Spy Family series that gets sort of adopted into the family. So this artwork is featured on the A6, A5 covers, as well as the A6, A5 Hon, as well as the weeks. So let's take a little bit of a closer look at these covers. You can see the inside is all black here. There are lots of little thoughtful details throughout. These are little motifs that are associated with each of the different characters. I think this is like Anya's gun, and this is Lloyd's pin. I guess this is yours hair clip. And this is a stuffed animal that Anya, who's just like a little kid spy, carries around that appears in the anime series a lot. As I was mentioning before, this is the dog, Bond. So that's the cover, and you can see all of them have this sort of like very pearl grayish green, seafoam green color background, which I personally love. I'm a big fan of. That's the A5 and the A6 covers. The Hon covers are very similar. They feature the same sort of family portrait here in the front, and then the same portrait of Bond in the back with a little bit of extra like embossing. It says 2025 here very, very faintly. It's not foiled or gold at all. It's just embossed. And then the spine is black. On the weeks, it has the same family portrait, but in like a vertical edition. And it has the names of the cast, Lloyd, Anya, and Yor, and then of course Bond in the back. Next up, we have a different kind of cover. This is not the Forger family. This one is called After Class, and it's a navy blue leather cover with this trifold opening like this. And it's very subtle, but this little emblem is the symbol for Eden Academy, which is Anya's school that she goes to in the anime. And then it has those same motifs here. And then this depiction here on the back is the ending scene in the Spy Family series. So that'll be a really cute detail for Spy Family fans. These red tassels are supposed to be reminiscent of the red tassels that Anya wears on her school uniform. And then I believe the illustration continues into the back sleeve here. Then we have a whole lot of Spy Family accessories this year, which are really fun. They do a lot of one-piece accessories, Hobonichi, but I feel like I haven't seen some of these accessories, so it's very exciting. We have a stencil where you can draw some of your favorite things from Spy Family. We have these sparkly stickers, which come in this cute little pouch. And they have these sort of like holographic sticker prints from different scenes of the anime. I think this is really cute, just like the pouch. I love the pouch. There are these sticky notes here, which are called Sticky Fusen, featuring different motifs from the anime. And this is a little like memo set. So you tear it off, you write your note inside here, you fold it so that there's a little window revealing the characters, and the windows are in different shapes. So this one is in the shape of a peanut, which is one of Anya's favorite snacks. They feature different characters and different illustrations too. So that's a little memo. I think that's really cute and adorable. We haven't seen that before from Hobonichi. And then there are clear folders. So the A6 clear folders come in a set of 3, like this. How cute is this one with Anya and Bond? Oh my god. And then like Lloyd carrying Anya asleep, super cute. And then the A5 folders, you get 2 in the set. So it's 2 of the 3 designs that you get in A6. And then, of course, we have the pencil boards. These are all different depictions of Spy Family. So we have the 3 characters here, the same design for the A5 and the A6. And then in the weeks, we have the characters horizontally. And this is the back. They're all the same. So Spy Family, I think, is one of the big releases of Hobonichi 2025. It's a big anime, very popular last year, so I can see why Hobonichi chose Spy Family as this year's sort of like anime to feature. And I don't know, let us know what you think about it. Are you a Spy Family fan? Have you watched it before? I personally have not watched Spy Family before. I've talked to Gordon about it, and I think I want to watch it because it looks so cute. I feel like this has convinced me to watch it. It's about a family, and it's like this little girl and her dog and her dad. I don't know, it seems really cute, so I would want to watch it. That is about it for this video featuring the highlights of the Hobonichi 2025 collection. Hobonichi has so many great designs every single year, whether you're choosing from one of these special highlights collections or going outside and looking at one of their solid color designs or whatever it is. I think there's like something for everyone in Hobonichi, which is why we love Hobonichi so much here at Yoseka Stationery. Let us know what you think of these special highlight collections in this year's Hobonichi collection, and if you have a favorite one. Thanks for watching. Bye!